Everyone, today I wanted to share with you my February layouts. Most of these came either from my stash or I joined the Layout Palooza that was put on by Christine Sorge of the Secret Not Secret Kit Club, Redefined Creatives. She offered a class and she supplied the paper and supplies and content, video content, Facebook Live for, I think we started at 9 Eastern and we didn't end until 7 at night Eastern. We did have some breaks in there. And then what we didn't get to, she loaded up to Facebook as some videos that we followed. I think there was maybe three pages we didn't get to. But anyways, so this is the first one, and this is my desk in the morning, waiting for the event to start, the Palooza to start. Very excited about this. She showed us new ways to use old tricks of scrapbooking, I guess would be the best way to put it. They also, Sarah Scrap showed us a cool technique, and Christina had one or two new techniques that I was not aware of. But so this is the first page, and I did some texturing on the paper, and I stenciled some, and then this is for my journaling to talk about my Palooza, which was awesome. This one I took, this was, I think, a flash challenge, and I had a sketch, so I had the 3 pictures. Went down pretty quick, go-to design, the 2 different papers. I ran that through the Creative Memories border punch, cut a doily in half, and then put the chipboard down, and it was done. So that was pretty quick. This next one, this was a grid, and it was using a boy's paper kit, but for my daughter who is putt-putting on spring break. And I tried to do, when I was laying it out, the triangle, so like the orange are a triangle, the stars are a triangle, the blue is a triangle, and then you have these little word bubbles that are also a triangle. So I really like how this one came out, and I put a black border around it so it stops the page. This other one, this one we were supposed to take the pattern paper and we were going to try and reduce the busyness of it. I was at a crop. I did not have any gesso or any acrylic paint. I tried to do some texture paint through a stencil. That really didn't work. I found this blue tissue paper, so I laid that down, layered some black and white on the picture, underneath the picture. I think the picture stands out well. I was able to use this paper. I probably never would have used this unless I was forced to, which that's what the challenge did for me. And not much embellishment because, you know, paper's pretty loud anyways. But I'm happy the way this one came out, all in all. This one was, we were working off of a sketch from Christina, and I changed it up a little. I love this vellum gold leaf paper, but as you can see, I put, I cut some of those out and made a cluster up here. I'm going to put the date, and then I'm just going to journal here. This isn't any big, you know, big story. It's just us at SeaWorld. It's just a picture of me and my husband. So, that done. Funny story about this one is I scrapped this 3 weeks ago, and then last week I scrapped the picture again. So I have 2 pictures of my daughter and her first solo drive. And I think I'm going to keep both of them and just put them next to each other side by side because I like both of them. But basically this is her first time driving by herself. She got her license and she was going to the library. So that's why I did kind of like a little borrowing library card. These are Creative Memories, old paper flowers. I'm halfway through them. I had a lot of them. These are old brads that I used almost all. I think I have one purple one left like this, but as you can see, I used a lot on this page. And this is a go-to design for me as well, where you do the 2 different patterns and then put a band in the middle. You can change it up too. You could do it that way if you wanted to and put the picture there. So. This one is Volcano Bay. We're at Universal, and this is our picture that we took, and there's the volcano. Basically, I'm going to journal here. These are cut aparts. Most of this page is a lot of the cut-aparts that we used. Put a doily down. I backed the flower, the cut file, added some flowers. What's really cool on this page are these little enamel dots that are clear. They look like raindrops in person. I really like how they look in person. The camera's probably not picking them up at all, but so this one is just a quick layout. We used cut aparts and some sequins. I'm gonna put the date here. There's really not a place to journal on this. We go to this park all the time and walk around the lake. And I have a picture of my husband and my daughter when she's in kindergarten. They're sitting on the same bench, so I'm going to do a now and then later, and I'll journal on the other side. I like the way this one came out. It's quick layout. This is one of my favorites. The colors are great, the black and the white with the pop of colors. Using my sequins more. I got some frames on here. Project-like type card and sequins. I've been trying to use the sequins a little more, so bringing some bling onto the page. This is the start of our shopping day, and then this is the end of our shopping day where she's done. She's ready to go home. I think we went to breakfast, and then we shopped until probably about 5, and my daughter's not the all-day shopper. This one, I'm not a fan of it. It's not my favorite. I'm glad I got the story journaled. I think it might have been the gray on the white. It just needs something. Maybe I'll try and put some splatters going down, and that might add to it. But I'm happy I got the pictures down, and I will journal it, and then the story will be good. This is her starting her training for her first 5K. This one, I can't show the picture. This is her high school team picture. But I like this pink ribbon that we get. I don't know where Christina Sorge gets it from, but it does add texture to the page. And these are just cut aparts, put some enamel dots on it. We did some layering, as you can see on the picture, and doily. And we called that one done. That one was pretty easy. Kind of like a go-to design. This was a challenge where we had to use our fringe scissors, so I took a black textured background page. I cut some strips, used my fringe scissors, and then I just kind of set the stuff in there. I have to journal on it yet. And that was pretty easy, and it was done. I used some foam boards, put the heart on there, and then I'm just going to journal it, put it in its sleeve, and hopefully that will protect all the little fringies. This one is for people that want to do like hidden journaling or hidden pictures. You can put your picture here and then you're journaling here. I don't know. You can also put a picture here. I've seen people do that. I don't know how I'm going to use this yet. I love this little pom-pom trim. As you can see, I put it down here as well, and some gold hearts. But the other thing that's really cool about this is we had these little charms, and you know, we just put it around the card, which I have these, so I'm sure I'll be doing that in the future as well. There's that. This one, the paper did all the work for me. I did some texture with my embossing folders, and then I just put a lot of layers and some ribbon on it. Once again, I used my tiny attacher, which gives it a little extra texture. But, I mean, I think this page came together in like 15 minutes. This is just scraps that were on my desk. I had some tulle that was laying on my desk. I put that on there. This is a ribbon that somebody didn't want at the crop, and they said, hey, do you want this? I'm like, sure, and I put it on the page. So I really like how this came out. And then the last one, this is like a clothesline effect, this is my daughter trying on her homecoming dress and picking out, this is the one that she picked. We made a little shaker pocket, which is cool, and then just put some tags and stuff. So I'll put the date, homecoming, I'll journal here, and that should complete that page. And then we also made some little tiny things that you can put on your page. These are popped up. You know, we have the template for that. We made a card with our leftover scraps. That's not how it was supposed to turn out, but that was my take on it. and another card showing how we can use leftover cut aparts as well. So that is my layout share for February. I hope you enjoyed my layouts and hope to see you soon with my March layouts. Thanks. Bye-bye.